Welcome to Mystery Tool Monday here at Tucson Acres. Thanks for stopping by. Found this cool little gadget at a garage sale a couple days ago on this 4th of July weekend. I had no clue what it was. I had to look it up, and it's pretty cool. It's actually really expensive too. I think I paid $5 for it and didn't even know what it was, but wow. These things go for $200 to $400 depending on the brand, and this is a NES brand, N-E-S, and it's actually a pipe thread repair tool or thread repair tool. Not necessarily pipe, but anything with bigger threads on it. This one says it's for 1¼ inch up through 5-inch repairs. Whether it's just chasing threads or actual thread repair, I'm gonna give both of them a shot today. I've got this 2½ inch pipe here. It's got what looks to be a bunch of dried up pipe dope on there. I'm gonna see if I can't clean that out, and then I'm gonna smash them threads with a hammer and see if we can't repair that. So let's get into it. All right, so here it is, just so you can get a better look at it. It's actually a pretty big unit, maybe almost a foot long. Pretty stout. The brand on here says NES 3, 1¼ inch to 5-inch, and 32 mil to 128 millimeter. It's got these 8 high-speed steel teeth on it, and they're adjustable, which I was really confused at first because I was like, well, how in the world is it, multi-thread pitch? Well, it's because these are adjustable, well, loose, we'd say, and they would just fall right in the grooves no matter what. And it also spins, it's meant to spin a certain direction. It's got a little arrow on here. Come on, focus. So spin it that way, which I'm not sure how good those teeth are gonna work being angled back like that, but we'll see. These pipe threads are pretty doped up right now and rusted, so I'm kind of curious about that. So the other thing I'm kind of curious about is that these teeth are only so far apart. How is that gonna work to get all the way out to the edge? So we'll find out. All right, let's see how this thing works. So it rotates that way. I want it to spin off, so that's the way it'll go on. I'm gonna try to crimp these teeth down as narrow as they'll go so I get the most use out of them. Tighten down our adjusting knob. And I got it to go around maybe one time before the one tooth fell off the edge here, so let's try it again. And not working too bad so far. You can see it coming through there, just ripping that junk right out of there. It's kind of wobbly with only the one cleaning tooth in there. Oh, well, I think the biggest issue with this I just recognized is this is NPT threads, so they're tapered inward, and with the threads tapered down, I need to keep tightening it as I go. I just now realized that. That's why it's acting funky like that. It cleaned the first one, and I got to keep tightening it more and more and more. So I'm gonna make sure I keep a good tightness on it, or keep tightening it as I go. Because the first couple threads it did a great job on. Crap, it's peeling the steel out now. All right, so that definitely cleaned those guys up. I'm gonna see if I can't find something bigger threaded that's not a tapered thread. All right, so I bumbled around the shop and the farm here, and I couldn't really find anything that would be more suited for testing this on. So I'm gonna go ahead and just smack this with a hammer, and just up towards the widest part of these threads, and we'll see if it can't fix that. Got some pretty gnarly bangs on them threads. Here and down here. So let's see if this thread repair tool can do the job. Well, in one pass, Sure looks like it did the job to me. I'll run it through one more time just to do the best it can do. Well, I have to admit, it definitely cleaned them up. Now, you're not replacing metal, so it's not going to fill in the chips in the teeth. But it sure as heck did clean out them threads. You know, smashed in sections. Come on, hold still. Oh, there we go. So it's a thread repair tool. It seems to do a pretty good job. You might be wondering what's the real advantage of this over, say, a tap or a die. Sorry, a die. And well, this one tool ranges from 1¼ inch to 5 inch, and any thread pitch, metric, SAE, doesn't matter. So rather than having tens, you know, dozens, or even 100 different die sets, could you imagine a die for a 5 inch diameter thread? That's one big, I guarantee it's an expensive tool as well. So this one tool can replace dozens and dozens of dies. So, and the other thing that I watched the company's promo for this particular tool, and a lot of drive shafts for, say, motors or bigger components, even smaller components, they have a keyway, you know, milled out of the drive shaft. Well, how would you chase those threads with something like this? They actually sell for this tool a little keyway skip mechanism that, you know, it is more specific, and it has to be thread pitch specific. But you can chase your threads, or, you know, repair the threads just like I did on this guy with banged up threads, even if there's a keyway, and it'll skip right over the keyway. So that's pretty doggone cool as far as I'm concerned. Now, granted, I don't usually deal with this stuff a whole lot, but the point of this is the unique tools. I turn around and sell a bunch of my stuff, but honestly, I think this guy I'm probably going to keep. Just one of them things that having on the shelf, you know, and even if you only use it one time in, you know, 10 years, it's definitely worth it. It's especially, you know, the price I paid. So, well, thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this stuff, I put out one of these Mystery Tool Mondays every week. Sometimes it's a short, sometimes it's long form, and this week I'm going to do both. Appreciate everybody. Have a great 4th of July.